Assalamu alaikum, my dear friends and fellows. How are you? I welcome you here on my training channel. My name is Abdul Khalik. Dear friend, look, leading a productive and a happy life, it is quite a challenge. Although people are doing it, reasonably good number of people are doing it, and when somebody gets a bit older, cross their 50 or 60, in their somewhere in their 50s or 60s, it becomes slightly more challenging. Keeping ourselves active enough, keeping ourselves productive enough, keeping ourselves happy enough. So that is quite a challenge. But still, there are people who are found happy in a happy state of mind despite the fact that they have got older, they have become the senior citizen. During this time as well, they are happy. They are not unhappy. They are productive. They are good enough. They are enjoying their old age as well. I think that is something really good and great, and we must be trying to understand whatever their methodology is, what kind of planning and strategy have they adopted, what kind of things have been made as a part of their life, as a part of the routine, which keeps them happy even this time as well. So, dear friends and fellows, we have done some sort of research and we have tried to avail the research of the other people on the subject as well. After doing all that, we have come to a conclusion that there are certain things, and there are several things. There are five things. There are seven things, sorry. So these seven things are actually greatly helpful for all those people who have crossed the age of 50 or 60, who are during their old age, who have become the senior citizen. But always remember that it is beneficial for all the people, not just for those people who are the senior citizen. Rather, it is beneficial, it is good, and it's useful for all of the people. So, my dear friends and fellows, there are seven things which are, I think, each one of these are very important. Each one of these are very important for us to understand, because each one of these are very and highly useful as well. First of all, it is embrace change. Embrace change. The change is inevitable. The change is unavoidable. Rather, the only thing which is permanent here in this world, that thing is called change. All whatever we are having will be changed. Even the people we love so much, and I think they too will leave us on their own timing. So the change is only permanent thing here in this world. So I think we should embrace the change happily. We should not be afraid of the change at all. Change is not bad. Change is rather good. Change is quite good. So why to abandon the change? Why to be afraid of the change? Why not to make friendship with the change? Why not to learn from the change? Why not to take advantage of the change? I think whatever change is occurring, there are both advantages and disadvantages. Why not to avail the advantages? Why not to identify? Why not to identify? And why not to take the maximum advantage of whatever the change has brought to us? So embrace change. That is the number one thing. And then after that, the number two thing is welcoming solitude. Why not to welcome the solitude? Solitude must be welcomed, must not be avoided at all. Solitude, if at all, there is no one else with us, and we are living alone. We are walking alone. We are sitting alone. We are sitting on our own, in our own company. I think we should learn to enjoy our solitude. And how can we do that? I think we need to stay. We need to keep busy in the positive, in the constructive thing. We need to practice the self care, and this self care during the solitude, I think that is very very important and very very useful as well. Now the third thing is, that is practicing gratitude. practicing gratitude. Practice gratitude. I think the more we do it, the better it would be. I think that many of the people are of the view of why to be grateful while I don't have whatever I need, and why to be grateful. As a matter of fact, although we are not having everything else, but still there are certain things which are very very precious, but we are taking them for granted maybe. And once we lose those things, only then we come to realize how important was this thing in my life. Why did I lose it? Why didn't I take care of it? Why did I take it for granted? So I think prior to the time we lose it, I think we need to become grateful for it, and we need to use it for our own advantage and benefit, for the benefit of our loved ones, as well as for the benefit of other needy people, as well as for the benefit of general public. I think we need to become grateful. And also, although there are certain problems in my life, in your life, in the life of everyone else, but despite all that, there are plenty of other problems as well. We are not experiencing. We are not experiencing. Allah Subhanahu wa Taala has saved and protected us from those problems. So why not to become grateful for them as well? So there are people, enough number of people, some of the people we know as well, so they are suffering from these problems. And if at all we are free of all that, why not to become grateful to Allah Subhanahu wa Taala for this thing? And now the fourth is staying active. We need to stay active all the time. We need to stay active, physically active, because this activity, on the one hand, it helps us a lot in living a healthy life. On the other hand, there are plenty of other benefits as well, like we get so much of the fruits of our activity. So I think staying active, that is very important, because those who are inactive, they will just they will just die early. They will become sick early, and they will become more unhealthy and more unhappy. So it is very important to stay active. And now the fifth is forgiving the past. I think those people who have done the bad things with us, and we are carrying the burden of all that upon our nerves, I think it is very unhealthy for us. The sooner we get rid of that burden, the better it will be. We need to seek forgiveness, and we need to forgive other people as well, because as soon as we forgive other people, I think we will become lighter. We will become very light. We will become very better. And that is, forgiving the past. And now the sixth thing is limiting material possessions. We need to limit our material possessions as well, because as far these material possessions are concerned, I think these are good, okay, as much as we need, and beyond that, it is better to surrender. It is better to get rid of. It is better to leave all that. So that is limiting material possessions. And instead of trying to have more and more, it is better to have only those things which are your genuine necessity. And now the seventh and the last is nurturing relationships. I think we need to nurture relationship. Relationships matter, and matter a lot. I think we need to develop our relationships with other people, particularly with the people of positive thinking, with the people of positive attitude. I think we need to nurture our relationships. That is something extremely beneficial. So I think all of these things, each one of these things, whatever we talked and discussed about today, I think these are highly beneficial. And for all that reason, we need to we need to take advantage of all these things, because these things are very very important. I think that is the finest ever guideline I ever read, I ever came across, as for the older citizens, as for the senior citizens are concerned. Thank you very much.